Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we are currently strongly considering going to war with the Valdari Peacekeepers. Before we do that, however, we do need to get our ships updated, and they're currently set up for fighting the Unbidden, which is not exactly ideal for right now. We do also need more exotic gases and rare crystals. We're hoping that this will make this slightly better, the refits here, but we'll see how that ends up going. These are not updating every day, are they? Like this tooltip? I don't believe... No, it's updating every day. It's just the day tick was going pretty slowly. Okay, fair enough. I did just start up the game, so that's not super shocking. We do need to check through our colonies here, see if there's anything to be done. It looks like there is on this unification center. I would absolutely love to put in another gas extraction well. Sadly, that's not a possibility, so we're going to put in an exotic gas refinery. Yeah, it's a unification center. This isn't exactly going to improve the unification that it produces, but we do want an exotic gas refinery here. Excellent. So that will offset our exotic gases loss. That is perfect. We're losing 8 per month right now, and we're hoping that that number goes down a little bit. Because I believe if we look in here... Yeah, so our cost here and our upkeep... With our upkeep, there is no rare crystal cost. There is an exotic gas cost here, but there is no exotic gas upkeep. So I think that there's never was any upkeep, is my theory. So in that case, we're not expecting any changes here. A little bit unfortunate. I would prefer it if there were changes, but it's to be expected, I suppose. We still don't have zero distillation tech, and we're probably not going to get it at this point. But we are going to want to get into position here. Now, I would like to see this Zikmak corridor go away before we declare war. That would be really nice. I'm just wondering where the Valdari forces are. Like, when is this war going to be over? 71% and 69%. So they've still got a ways to go before they're done with their war. Okay. Now, I also wouldn't mind getting the Hadar station updating. That's definitely something that we should do. We're going to put in a gun battery, missile battery, and target uplink computer, obviously. There we go. We'll get that underway. We do need to finish our refits. It'll be a little bit yet. There's one fleet finished. Of course, we have multiple fleets. We could also think about getting another fleet. And that's something we may want to think about. Whoa, hang on. The Mictor Colonel just popped up. Okay, so they're rebelling against the Natraxi. Got it. We lost an admiral. Yeah, that machine uprising there. That's to be expected. Yeah, I think... Let's see, our fleets are what, 240? Yes, we can afford another fleet. So let's go into our fleet manager. We'll create a new fleet. Or actually, I'm not going to do it this way. We're going to go to the Haven Sky Station, and we are going to immediately commence construction on a Titan. That'll take 800 days, so it'll be a little while. Now, we did just dip negative in energy credits, and why did we do that? I feel like we shouldn't have. Maybe our ships are more expensive in energy credits now to maintain? Possibly. We're going to sell our minerals off. That'll be just fine.
Ever stronger.
I definitely didn't expect to go negative in energy credits right now. Maybe a job reshuffling? We'll see if it continues to get worse as we continue our upgrades. It's a possibility. It is definitely a possibility.
You wish to speak with us.
Research agreement proposal? With the Mictor Colonel. We'll decline. We don't really need their assistance. They probably need our assistance more than we need theirs. Okay, so we do have 2 of our fleets now upgraded. That's excellent. Keep in mind, where we are right now, there is a storm right now, so we don't have any shields. So that is lowering our number of military strength, which is 112 without shield. 111, 112. That's not bad. That's really, really not bad. We are going to need a new leader here, and yeah, this is continuing to get worse. These cost these cost unity now. That's interesting. I didn't realize that. Cool. So we'll put milk piles in here. Excellent. And all of these should have leadership now. Yes. Yes, they do. Okay. Sounds good. So the Haven Sky Station is working on its Titan. That's going to take a while. The Zikmok have taken this territory over here. The Valdari took this back. Interesting. Right now is definitely not the moment to pull the trigger on this war. That said, we do have 88 influence, and we should probably do something with that. I think that... Let's see, where's our construction ship at? We are surveying over here. This construction ship is here. We should definitely be building our mining stations here. And then we're going to come up here and build a starbase. Our other construction ship, well, that can come up over here where we're surveying. Beautiful. Okay, so this is going pretty negative. I mean, we're positive enough in our minerals that we can cover that. That's not a big deal. Ah, yes, this archaeological site. We are apparently on Chapter 4. A material stand of the... Scan, rather. Not stan. A material. Wow, words are incredibly difficult this morning. Okay, well... Let's see if we can handle this. This is something that's like 4th grade level. I'm sure I can handle it. A material scan of the Kalanka statues has revealed that they were, in fact, once alive, and their genetic composition resembles no other we've encountered before. They're a silicon-based life form that somehow reverted back to a lifeless crystal state. Is it possible the stonecutters really did find a way to create life from fire and stone? Curious. There we go. It took a couple attempts, but we got there in the end. Perfect. So the mega shipyard is going to be done soon. That's good. I do want to check through our bastions. I would like to have these maxed out by the time we get to declaring war. I mean, the question, of course, becomes how likely is that? And the answer to that entirely, 100%, depends on the status of exotic gases, which is improving, but it's not perfect. I'm just making sure that all of these have 2 ion cannons right now. I know some of them won't, but most of them should. Yes. This one doesn't have defense platforms, of course, because it's only a star fortress. And we need a missile battery, hangar bay, gun battery here. We would also want a defense grid supercomputer. So we'll get that going. That's weird, right? I didn't expect some of these to all have the defense platforms. I don't know, maybe I just remembered incorrectly. Well, we can start up at the top here. And we're actually lacking in a building slot here. So we need a communications jammer in this location. And we don't have any ion cannons here, so we'll get those started. Somehow that one was missed, but sure. Enigma's End definitely needs a bunch of defense platforms, and these are 4 exotic gases each. We're going to queue a number of these up. I want to check in on our exotic gas quantities. Did I accidentally queue up an ion cannon there? No, I did not. Okay, just wanted to check. There. So we're going to queue all those up, and that puts us at 786. That's not too bad. Sounds good. So Suskat's Maw is, of course, going to need a bunch of these as well. And we'll just queue all of those up. We will run out of alloys fairly rapidly doing this. Yeah, we're lacking 2 alloys at this time. Sounds good. So on the month tick, we get enough to queue up a couple more. We're going to need more than this, of course. I just saw the Valdari change over here. Destikin. Okay. How did they get there, I wonder? Interesting. Maybe they jump drive from here? That would be a weird thing to do, right? Like, I feel like that would be a very weird thing to do. After we're done queuing up these defense platforms for the Suskat's Maw Station, I think that the plan is... Our energy credits have improved slightly. Sorry, I got slightly distracted there. I think the plan is to get our third fleet at that point. So at that point, we're going to bank up alloys. We do need a few more of these Twilight's Judge class defense platforms. I do expect that we'll be done with these soon. Yeah, that's down to minus 17 now. Now it's 37. Okay, so this is just wildly fluctuating. Got it. Okay, so we'll put in 2 more Twilight's Judge class defense platforms here. And we're just kind of waiting on the next month tick now. I want to check in on our exotic gases status. Is reasonable. Okay, we're going to come back to that because I want to check in while we're waiting for the month tick here on this tech world. Okay, we could upgrade our alloy foundries. That would put us negative in volatile motes, but it would help out our alloy situation. So we're going to go ahead and do that for now. And we also have a worker on Haven Sky. Okay, so where do we want to send this guy? To a refinery station? This one requires a job, but putting in the Habitat Central Control will create a job. This is a refinery station that we could send them to. So the Upawan Habitat. Got it. So we'll just go ahead and do that. Did I pass it and not see it? Yes, it's right here. Okay. So we'll move this guy right on over. Perfect. And then at the Upawan Habitat, he just uses up that job. So there's no unemployment there. However, next pop growth, which is going to be in 112 months, we'll be able to construct a building here. Presumably for exotic gases. Down to minus 14. This is wildly fluctuating. I don't really know what to say about that. So we're going to continue to queue up defense platforms here. We're still lacking 182. I did expect for us to get to the end there. Okay, well, we don't have the Suskat's Maw Station maxed out just yet, but we will get there fairly soon. We're also expecting our Titan to be done not exactly soon, but eventually. Let's check in on the status of that. That is 73% done. Cool. -2 now. Yeah, just wild fluctuations on the energy credits. Job reshufflings, perhaps? Or perhaps it just had to do with the partially upgraded state over here. Which, by the way, these are now fully upgraded, so that's perfect. We may want to start thinking about getting them into position for a hypothetical war here. We'll send the Diamond out to Riek. The Bloodstone should probably be positioned out over in this region. The Topaz would head up here. The Ruby over here. And then the Bronzite would come over here. With our Juggernaut helping defend here. That's the overall concept. Now we're going to need another fleet. And what are we going to do with that last fleet? We are probably going to send it over here and then have it like spot check locations.
They wish to speak
as a like defensive fleet. I think that's going to be the overall plan there. So we're going to head back to the Suskat's Maw Station. Queue up these last few Twilight's Judge class. That's the final one. Beautiful. This Agro World requires a job. To that end, we'll put in an exotic gas refinery, producing 3 exotic gases per month. Perfect. This tech world requires a job, and we're going to upgrade this alloy nanoplant. That's going to put us still negative in volatile motes, and we'll have to remember that. This refinery station requires a job. Now, we could definitely use building slots here. It'll be considered an ocean world. To upgrade the habitat, we need to have all of the districts constructed. To that end, we could just build habitation districts. This is probably overkill on the housing, but let's go ahead and do that. And we'll come back to that in a bit. This forge world requires a job. This really doesn't look like much of a forge world to me. It looks more like a refinery world. We're going to need additional exotic gases here. So we'll go ahead and do that. Fantastic. I want to check in on our construction ships. It's been a bit, we've been kind of neglecting them. This one is actually not done surveying yet. Okay, I did expect it to be done surveying by now, in all honesty. Is the Space Storm... 50% sublight speed reduction, and a 50% sublight speed reduction. Oh my. No wonder we're just moving real slow here. I assume that's multiplicative, so we're moving at 25% sublight speed. We may want to wait for the storm to end, which should be relatively soon. We are full on minerals. We do need to sell those off. There we go. Cool. The stonecutters are the Kalanka. Closer study of their remains have shown that they were crystallized when their silicon-based molecules bonded with oxygen, forming quartz. The Kalanka habitat is at a depth where oxygen does not occur naturally. They developed as an anaerobic life form, suffering horrendously excruciating and drawn-out deaths on exposure to air. Surveys of the tunnel system confirm the suspicions of our scientists. Until the first archaeology team pierced the tunnel system, the Kalanka civilization was still alive and thriving. Our discoveries here have led to the invention of a technique where crystals are manufactured synthetically by oxidating artificially grown silicon-based cell clusters. Unlocks Kalanka crystal plant, produces 2 rare crystals, 3 translucer jobs. Hang on, and that can be built anywhere? Does that replace synthetic crystal refineries? No. Did that just make the tech available? No. Okay. So it's perhaps only buildable in specific locations, then. We found a minor artifact, 20 of them. Unlocks Kalanka crystal plant. Maybe we need to tick forward and have the month tick end? I don't think so.
Grow ever stronger.
Yeah, we built this starbase. So the month tick is going to happen here. But maybe we require a particular planetary feature to be able to build that, because that is very strong. There's no doubt about that.
Space charts updated.
Definitely not seeing it in here. Okay. So where can we build this? I kind of feel like I need to look it up. Okay, so the Kalanka crystal plant. Okay, Google autofilled it. Thank you. It's an upgrade to the synthetic crystal plant. Got it. Okay, that's good to know. Probably should have checked that. So where do we have a synthetic crystal plant? Those are not synthetic crystal plants. Here's one. Yeah, it is indeed an upgrade. Cool. So that gives 3 translucer jobs instead of 1. Oh, and the upkeep is just 3. It's the same upkeep. There's no upkeep difference. Wow. Okay, that's really good. So honestly, we don't need to upgrade this right now. Here, we then build a synthetic crystal plant. And that'll actually put us even on our rare crystals. But yeah, that's a nice tech. Very nice to have. This Forge World requires a job, and we're not going to upgrade this synthetic crystal plant right now, because actually our bigger necessity currently is an exotic gas refinery. So we're going to put that in. They keep trying to get us to join their federation. It's not going to happen, fellas. I'm sorry. It's just not going to be a thing. Okay, so we did finish up a starbase, and what starbase was that? We haven't started this one. We need to get going on that. There we go. That would have been our starbase. Where would that be? Over here? Yes, over here. Okay, so we're going to grab our 3 energy credits and our 6 minerals, and then we're going to head up over there. Beautiful. So these anchorages are well underway. This bastion needs to be upgraded further. So this needs to be a missile battery hangar bay. This needs, of course, to be a communications jammer or a disruption field generator. And we upgrade that to a citadel. There we go. Excellent. Our Titan should be done by now, right? Yes. The Nephrite Sifit. So we're going to go ahead and get ourselves a new admiral here. And I feel like gale speed is pretty good. We're kind of capped on evasion, though, for our corvettes. So we may actually want to go for unyielding here. And I saw some movements over here, just checking in on that. Okay. Nothing too major there. So let's go ahead and get this fleet set up like the others. We're going to get battleships, cruisers, destroyers, and corvettes. And we're going to do 60, 26, 12, 8, 1. Okay, so 8.
We grow ever stronger.
12 would have been easier if I had done that the other way. 26. And 60. There we go. Beautiful. So that's going to cost us 45,000 alloys, and we can handle that. That'll be fine. I mean, we can't handle it instantly, but we can get started on that. That'll be nice. We do need a new physics research, and to that end, our cheapest research available to us is shield hit points. So we'll take that. This construction ship isn't doing anything, nor is this science ship. This one actually needs to go back to Zorf and assist research over Zorf Prime. Beautiful. I'm also going to take our army back to Haven Sky. And we would need a general here if we're going to declare a war. We'll go for this guy. Cool. And we probably want to get ourselves 14 additional armies to, let's see, are these clone armies? I'm pretty sure it's clone armies. Armies. Yes, those are Pictling clone armies. Are those still the best that we have? Let's take a look at our available recruitments here. So clone armies, Pictlings do 2.7 to 5.4 with 320 health and 230 morale. Bilnox do a little bit more damage. They do a little bit more collateral damage as well. Oh, we wanted the clone army here. 2.85, 5.7. So Bilnox are a little bit more damage, and they have the same amount of health and morale. So we'll go for these guys. So we need 14 of these, so we go to number 13 here because it's 0 indexed. That is 12 and 13. Perfect. There we go, so we'll get that underway. We are now positive on exotic gases. That is beautiful to see. We're even on rare crystals, and we're negative on volatile motes. That is not shocking. It's about what we expected. We need a job on this agri world, and we are going to, for now, we're going to put in a chemical plant. This tech world requires a job. This isn't going to help our volatile motes, but we're going to put in an alloy nano plant. Okay. This forge world, we're actually going to put in... I think we need another chemical plant here. if I've masked that correctly. So we'll go ahead and do that. That'll be fine. We're also going to, of course, continue to produce ships for the new fleet. There we go. And it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to see when we want to launch this attack. We're basically just getting in position for it right now, making sure that we have all of our ducks in a row. We're not really too keen on getting this done super quickly at this exact moment, though. So we'll see when we want to declare this war. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.
A system has been charged.